really busy with video number 2, where we're going to start to find the volume of composite solids, and we're going to start off with this one. It has, hey, when I take a look at this, it looks like a cube at the bottom, because I can see that the side lengths are the same. When I see the side lengths are the same, I know it's a cube. So it's 4 by 4. Well, it's actually not a cube because it's not quite a cube. That's 3 there. So it's a rectangular prism. And then we have a pyramid on the top, which does have a square base. I noticed that I left something off, so you're going to have to add this. I left off the entire height of the figure, of the solid, and that's 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches is the entire height. So, as I always do, I start off by doing one shape at a time, and I'm going to start with the pyramid. And we know that the volume of a pyramid, we just learned that, area of the base times the height divided by 3. So now it's a matter of finding the area of the base, and that base right here is going to be a square, and that is 4 by 4. And then we're going to multiply by the height of that pyramid. And how do we figure that out? Well, what we have to do is we have to take the entire height, 6.5, and we have to subtract the height of the prism, which is 3, and we get 3.5 as the height of the pyramid. So I'm going to multiply by 3.5, and then, of course, divide by 3. Now, 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 3.5, that is equal to 56. And 56 divided by 3, well, that's 18.6 repeating. 18.6 repeating. And now we go to the prism. Oops, that's number 2. 2 is the prism. So the prism, that is a rectangular prism, and we know that the volume of that is area of the base times the height. And of course the base is going to be the same. We have 4 by 4, and the height of this one is 3 times 3. And 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 3 is 48. So now we're just stuck with adding those together. So we have 18 plus 48, actually it's 18.6 repeating plus 48, and we would get 60, what do we get? We get 66.6 repeating, or you can just round it off and say 66.7. 66.7, and of course that would be inches, and it's cubed because we're talking volume. Let's do one more. Here we have something similar. We have a triangular prism at the bottom, and then we have a triangular pyramid on the top. So we're going to start off with the first one. I'm going to start again with the pyramid, knowing that the volume is area of the base times the height divided by 3. That's right. So we have to find the values that go in. So the base is right here. Well, where are the equivalent values? Because I don't see any. I have to know that that triangle at the top, that base triangle on the prism, is going to be the base and the same as the pyramid. So I know that the area of the base for the pyramid at the top, that's 8 times 6. And then the height of that pyramid is 6. And then I'm going to divide that all by 3. And 8 times 6. Oh, wait, I almost forgot something. Uh-oh. I knew I was looking at it and it didn't make sense. That's 8 times 6 divided by 2, because that is a triangle. That's a triangle. So 8 times 6 is 48, divided by 2 is 24. 24 times 6 is 144. Divided by 3 is going to give me 48. So the volume of the triangular pyramid on the top is 48. Then I'll tell you, it helps sometimes to write this stuff out. And I'm hoping you're writing it out with me. Now I have the pyramid, and the prism. We just did the pyramid, so we're going to do the prism now. And the prism is going to be my shape 2. And that is going to be, volume is area of the base times the height. And that base, once again, is a triangle. Base times height divided by 2 for that triangle. So once again, we have 8 times 6 divided by 2, except now the height is 10. All right? And 8 times 6 is 48, divided by 2 is 24, times 10 is 240. And when we add 240 to 48, you get 288. And that's going to be inches, and that is cubed. All right? So once again, it's just breaking things down, ladies and gentlemen. It's just, hey, what figures do I have? How do I find the area of them? What's the shape of the base? And let's add them all together, and bingo. And so now we're going to do some real-life application. It says, hey, I've got this bottle A and this bottle B. Looks like bottle A is $6.60. Bottle B is $10. And then it has all the dimensions for those 2 bottles of lotion. I know it's lotion because I've already read over here. For A, it says, hey, the volume of lotion B is how many times the volume of bottle A? All right, well, let's find out what the volume of each bottle is. So I'm going to call the tall one bottle A. I'm going to do that one first. And so volume, it looks like a pyramid to me. We're just going to say it's a pyramid. We're going to go area of the base times the height divided by 3. And we're going to see that the bottom is a rectangle, 4 by 3. And so we're going to go 4 by 3 divided by 3. And the height is 15. And so 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 15 is going to give me 180. And then divide that by 3. 180 divided by 3, that gives me 60, and that's centimeters cubed for the volume of bottle A. Volume of bottle B, let me use a different color for bottle B. Let me use green. Bottle B, well, let's see. Its volume is still area of the base times the height divided by 3. And here down here we have 6 times 5 for the area of the base. Divide that by 3, and then multiply by the height, which is 10. Well, 6 times 5, that's 30. 30 divided by 3 is 10, and 10 times 10 is 100. So, bottle A is 60, bottle B is 100. How many times greater? So 60 times X equals 100. So if I divide by 60, when I divide by 60, I find out that it's 1.6 repeating. Well, I'm just going to say 1 2/3 times bigger. All right, and then part B says, which is the better buy? Well, the only way to find that out is to take the volume and divide by the price. So the first one for volume for bottle A, we have 60, and we're going to divide that by $6.60. And we find that when you divide that by $6.60, that we get 9.1 cents per centimeter cubed of lotion. And for bottle B, I'll do another color with that. For bottle B, we've got 100 divided by 10. Well, that comes out to 10 cents for every centimeter cubed of lotion. Well, that tells you that bottle A is the better buy. So bottle A, and it might not look the same, it doesn't hold as much, but it's certainly going to be the better buy per centimeter cubed of lotion. One more real life application problem and we're done. It says a tent. A tent is in the shape of a pyramid. The base is a rectangle with a length of 12 and a width of 10. So I'm going to draw myself a rectangle, and I'm going to make a pyramid by putting a dot connecting all the vertices to the top. And it says we have a length of 12, a width of 10, and that this thing has a height of 8. So I'm going to draw a height of 8 in there, so from the vertex to the center of that, and that's 8 feet. So if I want to find the volume of this tent, volume is equal to area of the base times the height divided by 3 because it's shaped like a pyramid. And that, of course, is going to be 12 times 10 for the base. And then we're going to multiply that by the height, which is 8, and divide the whole thing by 3. Well, let's see. I got 3 goes into 12 4 times. And 4 times 8, that's 32. And 32 times 10 is 320. So 320, and that's going to be feet, and that's cubed. All right? That's going to be 320 feet cubed for the area of that pyramid, which is a tent. Nice. All right, so you need to find the volume of a solid for quick write number 2. You might want to try to make a quick sketch or at least pause and get all the values down so you can write it down. But give it a shot at trying to draw it. Do the best you can, no worries. And then make sure you write down any questions. Maybe as you begin your assignment, you come across problems that become questions for you to ask in class. Always giving 45 quality minutes of effort, using aggressiveness and urgency. Use your time effectively. I don't know how many times I got to say it before you choose to start putting what we say to practice. I've proven to you over and over and over for those individuals who do what I ask you to do, to put that to practice, you find that your success rate goes up, that you are more of a success. So ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and finish that up, and we'll see you tomorrow for our before our notes to go in class. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow.